The way the Egghead arc of One Piece is going to end, no one is ready for. Oda has set up so many plot points in the Egghead arc that are all converging now that are leading to one ending, and that is something huge that I don't think anyone's ready for. There's so many different directions that Oda can take the next few hundred chapters, seeing where we're at currently in Egghead. So many different abilities and different backstories have been revealed that I'm going to dig into this video and see if we can kind of figure out maybe the next steps for how Egghead Island is going to end. The first thing that needs to happen is the Straw Hats need to escape. The Straw Hats, along with Bonney, the Giants, and the remaining Vegapunk satellites, are going to need to escape the island. I don't think that this is going to come without a cost, and that cost has already been paid. I mean, Vegapunk has passed away, but I do think that there's potential for more life to be lost, especially within the Straw Hats. There has been so much comparison of the current Egghead arc and the situation and the events unfolding to Saboady nearly 500 chapters ago. Now, a big difference is there's not going to be a time skip. We are too late in the One Piece story for there to be 2 more years where nearly nothing happens. Too many other individuals in the One Piece story are close to acquiring the One Piece, such as Shanks, Blackbeard. Too many people are close for there to be a time skip, so that's not what's going to happen. But what we've seen in Sabaody with the Straw Hats being assisted by an outside force they didn't know was going to assist them. We're kind of seeing that happen currently in Egghead with the Giants arrive. The Straw Hats had no idea that the Giants, were on the way and were going to help them. Additionally, we see a large amount of overwhelming government fighters taking on the Straw Hats. That's exactly what's happening as well currently in Egghead Island. All of the Gorosei have arrived and are showing off these insane powers and these insane Devil Fruit abilities that we have seen no comparisons to in the One Piece story. Yeah, I mean, the closest comparison I would say we have to some of these Devil Fruit abilities that the Gorosei are possessing would be the Sea Kings and like Zunisha. These are closer representations of kind of what the Gorosei are standing for, which then maybe leads us into another level of argument, which is why do the Gorosei in particular have these hellish devil fruits? Well, almost no one else we've seen in the One Piece story has devil fruits that even come anywhere near to this level. And there's a lot of different solutions and potential answers to this. A major one being they've been in control for nearly 800 years. They have definitely had the time and the capability of just acquiring devil fruits. We've seen that the world government has made a very strong attempt to do that, especially with the gum gum fruit. So we can kind of assume that maybe they've done that with other fruits, especially those that they understand are extremely powerful, such as the ones similar to themselves. So I would kind of see the Nika fruit as being on the same level of power, just on default ability as what the Gorosei possess. Another thing we need to consider when we're thinking about the end of the Egghead arc and how that's going to play out is what exactly the Giants are going to do. I would find it very anticlimactic for the Giants to show up and do everything they've done so far with saving Luffy, showing off these crazy attacks. I don't think that they will leave without doing something more over the top. These are 2 characters that we've seen recently in the One Piece story, but we have not seen truly active in nearly like 900 chapters. This is such a huge moment for them to show out and show us what they're capable of. I don't think that they'll show us their full potential, but I do think they'll show us something that will continue to increase the level and the energy that One Piece is currently putting out in this story. Another character that's interesting that's been heavily prevalent in the Egghead arc is Kuma and Bonney. All right, these characters have had a lot of development with Kuma's backstory and Bonnie's backstory, and even developments then within the fruit of Bonney. So her devil fruit has close relations to Luffy's Nika fruit and is sort of based on an extract from that fruit, which we've seen then certain insights, I think, into Luffy's fruit through Bonnie's actions and through her fights. We've seen her use these kind of distorted future abilities that have had major impacts on individuals and have kind of like took certain individuals out of the fight completely after just one touch from Bonney. I think that Luffy has some similar sorts of abilities that just haven't been revealed yet. Because Bonnie's fruit is based on an extract of Luffy's, I mean, it's almost a guarantee that Luffy has that same kind of capability. What I've talked about before in the past being that the Gum Gum fruit or the Nika fruit takes on the form that most closely resembles that, the devil fruit eater. So in Luffy's case, Luffy is someone who values freedom and the ability to do whatever he wants, whenever he wants, above almost all things. And so therefore, we've seen him and the Nika fruit manifest in such a way that allows him to expand and do these insane and crazy attacks, such as, punch like a pistol, that closely relates to how Luffy was before he ate the fruit. I believe that potentially the Nika fruit manifests in all the different users of it in a slightly different way that kind of exemplifies them and their personality. The final point that I need to get into with the ending of the Egghead arc has to do with the giant robot. The giant robot is active. It has touched down on the main level of Egghead. It is a guarantee that it is going to do something, say something. It is going to be an important piece of these coming reveals that are happening within the Egghead arc. So much stuff, such as that's happened with Vegapunk, has shown that Oda has really put himself out there in terms of the story, and it is nearly impossible to tell for most viewers and most readers where the story is going to go from here. That's all I have for today. Let me know how you guys think Egghead is going to end down in the comments, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next One Piece video.